All right.
Here's the chart where Nightshade made about 35,000.
Not quite. I wish. All right. Let's see what's going on. All right. So everything is still on a pretty significant downtrend. Futures are oversold. Is that live right now? Is that live?
Yeah, it's live.
All right. I really can't imagine us going lower tomorrow. Next stop is going to be 325. If we do drop below 327 again on SPY. Also, guys, you might not know this, but if you guys look at futures overnight and you just divide it by 10, that will give you an accurate number of where SPY is. So, for example, if futures are 3280, then SPY is at least 328, for example. So, if you guys didn't know that, it's a quick little thing you can use to kind of judge where SPY is going to open in the morning. All right. SPY massively oversold, right? The gap is filled. This level hasn't been tested too many times, so I do want to hold 327 in the morning. It's a pretty good line to watch. We're not really gonna. I can't say we're back in bull territory. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna see SPY back in an uptrend for a while, but there will be. We do have a nice price channel we can kind of draw here. This looks like a megaphone on the downtrend, but we do want to kind of break back into bullish territory. So let's say we cross this line in the morning, then I do want to see SPY. SPY needs to cross 330.5. That was heavy resistance today, so we rejected this topic pretty heavily. Once we do cross 330, I think we'll be good for tomorrow. But we're likely going to range between 327 and 330, just like today. I think SPY is still trying to find a temporary bottom. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can run tomorrow or not. But things were oversold, so many things are going to fill their gap, right? So be aware of that. We have a bigger chance of upside tomorrow. Let's check out Apple. All right, so a lot of the tech stocks were interesting today. I almost want to discount that last red candle, right? We did find support. We haven't really found support yet. All right, so similar to the other day, I'm going to call this a temporary support line right here. This gap down isn't really as significant. I do expect us to pass this 112 level in the morning over there. And as you guys know, our old resistance will become new support. So as we do pass 112, we should find a bottom here on Apple. And I say you guys can probably grab it on a break of 113.25 for calls. If you want to find targets, you got to zoom out. You got to check the 5-day chart. You're not going to find much for the last 2 days. Never mind.
More like
break of 113.
90 days.
That's right, man. Break of 113 will give us that line we can watch. That's a little high. 116 is a little high. I like this line here.
Yeah, 114.
Yeah, the targets, yeah. But yeah, 113.25 is definitely a key level. So set your alerts for 113. If you see Apple crossing VWAP, see other positive signs, you guys can grab calls. If we do open above 112 and we do hold it, then you guys can grab puts below 115.75. That's a good line to watch for puts, and you guys can ride it all the way down to 111 or 111.25. So, these ranges, we're going to use these ranges for, above and below just to grab calls, right? And on the downside, if we can open, below this area down here, we should see Apple start to fall a little bit. So just keep those key levels in mind. Overall, I'm not really sure what to do about Apple. I mean, they should have a great earnings report. They have a lot of cash. They shouldn't really have any bad news. I think the main catalyst is going to be the earnings report. It's going to be the sales report for the iPhones, how many pre-orders they got. Let's see how much money they're making. Apple has had a couple of business ventures, but, other than that, things have been pretty flat. I haven't seen any price upgrades or downgrades. Not much movement. Stocks have been in a constant downtrend. Apple tends to struggle as it crosses $2 trillion in market cap. So, anytime we get to that level, just be aware of that. But I fully do expect this gap to be filled. I do think we're going to see more upside.
Yo,
This is a minor correction. What's up?
Do you see Apple getting close to 150 by mid-January by any chance?
150?
Yeah.
No chance.
No way.
Impossible. Nope. Yeah, I mean, I don't usually say never, but no, impossible. Max target I see on Apple, honestly, with a smashing earnings report, is probably 120. Unfortunately, just because of how oversold everything is. We're in bear territory. There's no good news right now. Yeah, 150 is out of the question. You guys can probably swing a 125 or 120 call for January. It's probably a good contract. All right. Let's move on. Let's look at Facebook. All right, so for Facebook, Facebook has a lot of catching up to do, right? Whoever's mic that is, please mute it. Background noise. All right, I like Facebook here. I want to get Facebook at a clean break of 276. Looks pretty good. Look at that upper wick. We got to find more levels. This isn't. Let's see.
Got to chart here.
Yeah, I got to zoom out. This is tricky. This is all noise down here. We got to zoom further out. Okay. So I grabbed some Facebook contracts around that level today. I want to say around 268.5 or 269 for a bounce. It does look pretty good on the 1 hour chart, right? I mean, this candle is a very good sign. Bullish engulfing. Looks a lot like this, if you guys are paying attention, right? So it is possible we do see a lot of run up into the earnings report. If you guys are going to play earnings, I wouldn't grab anything further out than 290s, because otherwise, if Facebook doesn't have a big enough move, that IV crush will get you guys and you'll lose profit, right? We grab 300s. I'm looking to cut these in the morning, especially if Facebook starts running at the bell, right? Don't hold on to 300s, right? We need a $30 move for it to be profitable to be in the money. And they report on Thursday, right? Tomorrow is Thursday. Theta will start to eat these contracts. Yeah, not much else going on here. We're trying to test this prior demand zone. So I would say start getting rid of your contracts if we see anything in the 280s level, unless you do want to play earnings. I think buying shares in Facebook is a lot more safe right now. Anything above 276.25 should print. We should see 279 at the very least. And on the downside, you guys can short the stock below 266 and ride it down to 264.3 on my chart. So, yeah. Watch those bottom wicks for puts. I'm personally only going to play earnings if Facebook can run a decent amount in the morning. I do have Facebook contracts right now, 300s, so I'm looking to cut those for profit in the morning. They got a nice boost because of that Pinterest beat. All these ad companies it makes Facebook look really good right here. So all this ad revenue coming in, they should have a fantastic report. I don't really see any bearish signs on these candles right now, except for right here, the little bearish engulfing, but that was canceled out by that.
Craig, quick question. So you're gonna cut them, pretty much for profit early morning, and then maybe for like a lotto midday.
Right. We'll see how it shapes up for Lotto, right? If tech runs tomorrow, then Facebook might get a good boost. I don't know. I have to see how it runs tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, and we have contract expiring on Friday.
Yep.
So we don't want to hold on to 300s for very long. All right. Let's look at Netflix. We can do that. All right. Oh, we did say in the morning to grab Netflix anywhere before 93. That was a great line to watch. Netflix is still massively oversold. It looks like we found pretty good support at 480. a good line.
Let's see.
480 seems to be the bottom of Netflix. It's very, very, very choppy. It couldn't crack this line. It couldn't crack that 493 just today. Yeah. So I'd say in the morning, wait for a break of 494 to get in Netflix. And, you know, during pre-market, watch pre-market highs, right? If we find resistance at like 490 or even 488, you guys can grab calls and scalp it until we hit that 492 to 493 area. So, yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty choppy right now. I'd stay away from Netflix. I mean, a lot of people like to buy into Netflix because it's coronavirus thing, but they have shown in their 2 past earnings reports that coronavirus hasn't really had the best impact on their business. So we need to see some more price upgrades and more good news before Netflix can start running. There's not really a catalyst right now. Yeah, I don't see anything that looks really, really strong. I don't see any strong levels. It's all chop right now. The only thing I see is like a bit of a price channel, but again, that's not really.
Yeah,
there's not much there. There really isn't that much there. Sorry. All right, let's check out Twilio. Yeah, I think Twilio and Snowflake, I'll go with Snowflake in a second, but Twilio and Snowflake do look ready for a bit of a correction. I'm actually not sure why Twilio ran so much. I mean, yes, they did get a price upgrade, but they were in, you know, the market was tanking pretty much all day. So I'm not really sure why Twilio ran so much. I couldn't find any news. They did beat earnings. They did get a price upgrade yesterday. So I guess this is kind of the gap fill we were looking for. But, you know, we do have puts right now. I'll be personally taking them down to at least 290. Hopefully we can see 283 again, but I don't think so. We're likely going to find support at 288. This line right here. And yeah, I'd say a stop loss in Twilio is 303. So if you guys are in puts, try and get rid of them early, the morning dump. I do think 303 should be a stop loss, definitely, because at that point, it's going to break out and test 310 again. So that's Twilio. Looks pretty bullish right now, but is a little overbought. You know, I think we're really going to find support around there. You know, that's a breakout, right? And then overextension right there. So it should come back and retest anywhere between that line and 288.3. That kind of makes sense. Hope you guys can visualize that. All right, let's move on. What else we have? Square. All right, Square had a pretty good run today. Yeah, so as SPY kept tanking, Square didn't really find another bottom, right? Yeah, 165.75 was an important line to watch. Let me see. I'd still wait for a break of 168.5 on Square. That's what I see right now. It's a very important line. You know, watch that. Watch that with volume. We should see 171 if we do that. And above 171, 174 should print if we are in a green market. If we are in a bull market tomorrow, I do fully expect Square to play in these ranges. And in a bear market, if Square holds, we should play in these ranges. And if we fall below it, we can easily test these lines again. So just watch SPY for that. Square did get a price upgrade, so just be aware of that. It might move similar to Twilio today if we do end up running in the morning. And on the short side, below 163.9 is my line for Square. I put it so low because Square does tend to bounce up even when it dips pretty far past support. So let me see what else. Yeah, not much else going on here. This market's too choppy. These candles aren't forming the way I'd like them to. Oh, is that really a stock, Casa? Really? What do they do?
No, his name was.
Everyone buy shares in Casa. No, I'm kidding. All right. Let's see. PayPal. Let's take a look at PayPal.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, Netflix. Oh, someone said Netflix had an alert on the Flow AI. Yeah, I saw that. You know, when that AI goes off, you still have to look for confirmation. I don't see anything good about Netflix, but I could be wrong. Just keep playing the levels. All right, PayPal looks good. I would love to open above 192.5 in the morning, possibly holding up 193. PayPal has been selling off consecutively every single day. We find these new ranges every day, right? So it is bound to reverse. It's a little choppy. I like this line on PayPal for a breakout. It's not horizontal, but you know what I mean. I like that for a breakout, especially these levels over here. Yep. So I'd say went from 196 to start printing right up to 197. There's a lot of chop right here, so I'd start getting rid of my contracts as you get maybe somewhere in between those lines. Next line to watch on PayPal is 198 for a break, and we should test 200 again. On the short side, anything below 191 should give us 188.5 on my chart. So if you zoom out, you should find that. Yeah, I'm looking at that bottom wick right there. Right there. So yeah, we should see some pullback. Yeah, PayPal, the gap is filled, actually, more or less, somewhere. Yeah, the gap is, yeah, so let's see if we can bounce. It's going to be very choppy next few days, guys. Contracts on PayPal's 200s for next week as an earnings play. But honestly, I think anything after Election Day is just a bust. Like, I'm probably not going to hold anything through next week. Definitely not over the weekend. Yeah, channel was broken, bit of a reversal. Yeah, all right, let's move on. Yeah, I don't really have much to tell you guys today. It's just it's honestly, we got to see how things recover, right? It's not a normal market. So Boeing has been in the downward price channel for the last, I don't know how many days. Things are not looking good. More lockdowns means people are going to stop flying again. More delays on orders. Still no good news about the 737 MAX. At this point, it probably doesn't even matter. Those planes, if they work or not, it doesn't matter if no one's flying on them. So I'd look for Boeing below 144.5 for puts. And at that point, I don't know where the bottom is. You got to zoom out to probably 5 years to find that, Boeing. But yeah, below 147.75, you guys can short it down to 145. And below 144.5 is, yeah, you got to zoom out probably on like a weekly find level on Boeing. This is ridiculous. Probably COVID, you might find levels, yeah. Daily, yeah. I'm not really sure where the bottom is here. It doesn't look good. It does not look good at all. We can retest that. That's scary. Yeah, we'll find something, but I don't see anything that looks too good right now on Boeing. Where's the bottom of the hammer candle right there?
Oh,
the bottom of that candle. No, that one right there. Yeah. All right, that could be line to watch for potential reversal. 140. Okay. Yeah. All right, that's Boeing. Doesn't look good. I wouldn't swing anything unless we miraculously get a vaccine and people start flying again, at which point airlines will start to run. The only other catalyst for Boeing that could potentially move it upwards besides a vaccine is stimulus, which will give a stock a small boost. But in the long run, I would just say buy shares and plan to keep it for 3 or 4 years. All right, let's move on. All right, we'll do Fastly. Is that a new triangle on BA? Yeah, does not look good. All right, let's check out Fastly. Fastly dipped after hours and they recovered, I think. I still don't like this stock because I hate the company. They don't really make money. Yeah, we keep finding a new bottom every day. Is that 65? Yeah, we'll see how it does in the morning. Yeah, I remember saying that 84 was the bottom on Fastly. I would wait for 74. No, I'd wait for 70, 76.3. It's a good line to wait for entry on calls. As far as puts goes, if we do dip in the morning, you guys can grab puts below below 70 and ride it down to 67.5. My chart. It's a good line. Yeah, that's been an easy one. Yeah, we'll see how it shapes up in pre-market. The stock has been oversold though. Had 2 significant drops, one on TikTok news and the other because of earnings. So we'll see how it does in the morning. But I don't like the stock right now, to be honest. All right, Amazon, do that. That's not Amazon.
Bro, I can't type.
Good. All right. All right, Amazon has earnings. Don't play Amazon, guys. Don't do it unless you have a big account. I would say 3,500s for next week look like a great contracts, but those are probably going to be 10 grand a contract. So I wouldn't play anything for Friday unless you want to gamble that Amazon has a big move up, right? I mean, a 5% move in Amazon should be an $150 move. So we'll see what happens, right? Levels wise, if you guys want to scalp, I like the 3250 contracts. 3400s and 3300s look good as well, just for a scalp though, right? Tomorrow is Thursday, so anything expiring on Friday, you guys want to be in and out, right? One red candle will take you out, and you need a lot of more momentum to break your to get those premium backs. Get that premium back. Oh my god, I can't speak English. Let me see. Yeah, as you guys know, 3200 is a very crucial line on Amazon, right? And anything below 3180, 3190 tends to give us, yeah, I mean, you guys just look at the levels here. Anything below here, we tend to see these levels, right? Down there, right? So be very careful. Yeah, we have to hold 3200 as support for anything to happen. And then I wait for 3223 with volume to grab calls and ride it up, maybe 3250. But again, that's only for big account. Amazon premiums are easily 3 or 4 grand a contract, right? So just watch out for that. All right, we did Square already. All right, guys. I will see you pre-market then. You know, just play very carefully. The election is on Tuesday. People are going to try and sell off. I think a huge sell-off is coming on Friday, so be very careful. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Good night.
See you guys.
Thank you. Good night.
Thanks.
No.
What did I miss? What did they talk about in the beginning?
I'll
They're
post,
gonna
the,
post it on.
I'll post the video on YouTube. You can watch it after.
Cool.
All right.